Hi everyone out there in Instagram. This is Seeking Paranormal coming to you with a true crime story. Before I dive in, I would like to express that I mean no disrespect to any family members or friends that are related or friends of Beverly Smith. And if this post in any way offends you, please DM me and I will take it down right away. So this is a case that I've been looking at for just over a year. It's really intrigued me. It's a cold case. And so what I want to do is some prism sessions, EVP sessions, spirit box sessions, and night vision, just to see if there's anything that I can find, figure out. Still, it's unsolved. I know that there are answers out there, and I know that Beverly Smith's identical twin, I read articles that she still feels that her sister is not at rest. And I completely agree. If someone has unfinished business, I don't think that they would be at rest. Anyhow, let's dive in. That's enough about me. So this story begins in 1974, and Beverly Smith lived with her partner and her baby girl in Raglan, which is just near Oshawa. So her baby girl was 10 months old, and Beverly was in her kitchen, and someone had knocked on the door, and the story goes that, from the articles I've read, that there was a little side hustle of, selling weed on the side that Beverly and her partner would do. So, everybody's got to make a dollar. So someone had knocked on Beverly's door, and she had apparently gone into the kitchen, which was where she was found, and she had been shot once in the back of her head. And her baby girl was literally in the very next room when this happened. From 74 to 75, Durham police investigated the killing, but they didn't gather enough information for the arrest, and that's where the case went cold. In 86, Crime Stoppers actually profiled Beverly's unsolved murder, which prompted several calls that gave detectives new clues, but the investigation continues and no arrests have been made. In 88, police arrest Doug Daigle. Doug Daigle belonged to Satan's Choice. According to police documents, Daigle was a drug dealer, and police had gotten a tip that he had killed Beverly. He was put in jail with an undercover cop. I'm sure he didn't know that. And he did not confess to the murder and was then released. This brings us to 2007, where Durham Regional Police officially reopened Beverly's case, and Inspector Dave Kimmerly comes into the picture. And he proposed a team of dedicated officers who would work on the case from scratch and see where it headed. And I think that's always a great idea. A fresh set of eyes, just different thought processes, just to see if things were missed, because we all know they always are. So that takes us to 2008, February, where police re-interviewed neighbor Linda Smith. Now, I'll tell you who Linda Smith is. Linda and Alan Smith lived across the street from Beverly, and when Beverly's partner had been calling because he worked the night shift at the GM plant, and his partner, Beverly, wasn't answering the phone, he knew something wasn't right. So he had called his neighbors across the street and asked if they can go and check on her. So they did, and apparently Linda had peered through the window and saw Beverly's body on the ground. So that was basically her statement to the police in 74. But in 2008, when police re-interviewed her, basically Linda had said that on the night of the murder, her then husband, Alan Smith, had left the house for about an hour, and then she heard a loud bang, and then she saw him putting a gun in his car. That's a lot of time for beef to happen between husband and wife, and then, he kind of wanted to go to jail. We've all been there. Little fantasies. So that takes us to March of 2008, where Alan Smith is, clink, clink, yes, you got it, he is arrested and charged for the second-degree murder of Beverly Smith. And then that that takes us to July 2008, where Alan Smith is then released from jail after the Crown drops the charge. Like, what? The case against him had unraveled after his wife recanted her incriminating statement and at one point claimed to have killed Beverly herself. Okay, so mind blown. Don't know why wife and husband are both confessing, yet they're both free. So this is where I'm going to guess the police got insanely frustrated. As everybody else, Beverly's family, I can't even imagine what they went through at this point, going back and forth to court and trying to get all this sorted out, figuring out what really happened to Beverly. Everybody wants answers. I'm sure Beverly's daughter wants answers, if anybody. And I know that Beverly's twin still visits her grave. Like, I can't imagine. It's like, I'm guessing it's like half of you is missing. So from there, Alan is going to end up giving 2 confessions to the murder in July of 2009. One in July of 2009, one in November of 2009, which I will play both of them for you back to back. And he's saying in the first one that he kills Beverly with another man in order to steal 40 pounds of weed that's in the house. And then in November 2009, you'll hear him say that it was just him that did it because he was banging another chick and he didn't want Beverly to, open her mouth about it. So after these confessions, in December of 2009, Alan's going to be charged and arrested with first-degree murder. So what happens is he gets charged with first-degree murder. And I'm going to stop here and I'm going to play those confessions for you and let you hear them for yourself.
Well, what time was that? What time did it all fucking happen?
Just after 6 o'clock at night.
Yeah. Well, it happened just after fucking 6.
6, yeah.
Whose gun was it?
Dave's.
It was his? It's just that some things aren't start fucking sitting in my head. I just want to make sure that you're not fucking...
No, I got no reason to do that, buddy. You know something? The whole thing's been... If you go back in my archives, and I allow you to, no problem at all, and you read up on it, you'll get part of the gist of what's been going on. Okay? You really will. For me to talk about it, I'm rehashing old wounds again, and...
And it was his chunk.
Yeah. Yep. His mess, not mine.
So how did you get in the door? How did you guys get in? What, did you fucking knock and she answered the door? What the fuck happened?
Well, I went to the door. She knew me.
Yeah.
So I just said, well, I'm just, you coming in? Doug get any weed? And she said yes. And, well, when she said yes, I just went like that. Dave was standing right there. And then he came and up to 40 pounds.
So she opened the door, you knocked, she opened the door for you, right?
Yeah.
And then when your buddy ran, what happened?
Well, he had the gun, and then she got up and started heading toward the fucking cupboard.
Yeah.
I ran up to get the fucking weed, and then all I heard was this fucking bang. And I went, oh, please. And I went downstairs, and he just said, hurry up, let's get out of here.
Well, where'd you go? Where'd you, fuck?
Oh, what?
Where did she fall? In the fucking living room, the kitchen, where the fuck?
In the kitchen, right on the kitchen floor. Right in front of the cupboards.
Face first, fucking, she fall on her fucking back, or face first?
Just like that, buddy.
Like a sack of fucking hammers, eh? Yeah. And then both of you fuck right off, is that what you're saying?
You know what? The first hour, I had sweat pouring out of me like worse than what I get today.
Where did you go?
I went straight to Fort Perry.
Where did he go? Did he go with you?
No, are you fucking kidding me? If I tell you this, for fuck's sake, Dave had nothing to do with it. It was me.
Okay.
I did it all myself. I got the pot, and basically over the course of the next few months, I sold that pot off quietly in bits and pieces, and the reason she ended up getting shot in the back of the head was that I had the gun right behind my back all the time. She never did get to see any fucking gun. So she let me right in the house just like a fucking neighbor. And she went up to go into the kitchen to get the baby's bottle. I just followed her right in the back. I took one shot in the back of her head, and I went up and I grabbed the 40 pounds, and that was it. And then I played stupid after that ever since.
And that's that for that.
And that's that for that.
So the other stuff that you told me were you?
It was all bullshit.
Alright. You did it all yourself?
I did it all myself.
Anybody else know? The old lady? That's what I want. I wanted to hear something. I needed something to say my teeth in this.
I think this long without having to go any further in jail. And I know I've got some crosses to bear when I go to see God, but anyhow, all I guess I'm pretty well asking is that I don't end up back in jail.
Okay, guys, this brings us to June of 2014, where the Ontario Superior Court Judge Bruce Glass ruled that the confessions can't be admitted as evidence to Alan Smith's trial. And the Durham Regional Police had been basically an abusive process and violated Alan's charter rights. So, July of 2014, Alan Smith is acquitted, and the Crown concedes there's no reasonable prospect of conviction. Bullshit. So, please feel free to leave your comments below, and to Beverly's family, I hope that you've gotten some resolution, and I just hope that she is resting in peace.